Jim Hawkins and the Treasure Island. Young Jim Hawkins lived with his mother, Martha, at the Admiral Benbow Inn. It was a quiet life until one stormy day, a gruff old sailor named Billy Bones arrived. He had a scarred face and a sea chest full of secrets. Billy Bones paid for his stay with gold and spent his days watching the sea, always on the lookout for a one-legged man. Billy Bones was a troubled man. He often sang sea shanties and drank too much rum. One day, a blind man named Pew came to the inn and gave Billy a black spot, a pirate's death warning. Soon after, Billy Bones collapsed and died, leaving Jim and his mother alone with his mysterious sea chest. Jim and his mother, Martha, were brave. They opened Billy Bones's sea chest and found a bundle of papers and a map. It was a map to a hidden treasure, marked with an X on a faraway island. Jim knew this was an adventure waiting to happen. Jim rushed to show the map to Dr. Livesey and Squire Trelawney, two important gentlemen in their village. They were thrilled. Squire Trelawney immediately decided to buy a ship, the Hispaniola, and hire a crew to sail to the treasure island. Dr. Livesey warned them to be careful about the crew they chose. At the docks in Bristol, Jim met the ship's cook, a friendly, one-legged man named Long John Silver. Silver seemed kind, but Jim soon noticed that many of the crew members Silver had hired were rough and suspicious. Jim felt a shiver of worry, but the excitement of the journey was too strong. One night, Jim hid in an apple barrel and overheard Long John Silver talking. Silver was not just a cook, he was the leader of a pirate crew. They planned to wait until the treasure was found, then mutiny, kill the honest crew, and take all the gold for themselves. Jim's heart pounded with fear. When the Hispaniola reached the treasure island, it was beautiful but dangerous. The pirates, led by Silver, began to cause trouble. Jim, eager to escape the ship, jumped into a small boat and rowed to shore. He explored the dense jungle, feeling both scared and excited. Deep in the island's interior, Jim stumbled upon a wild-looking man. It was Ben Gunn, a marooned sailor who had been left on the island for 3 years. Ben Gunn was a little strange, but he hated the pirates and knew the island well. He promised to help Jim and his friends. Meanwhile, Captain Smollett, Dr. Livesey, and Squire Trelawney had moved to a strong stockade on the island for safety. The pirates attacked, and a fierce battle began. Captain Smollett, a brave and wise leader, defended the stockade with all his might, protecting the loyal crew. Jim, feeling brave, decided to take matters into his own hands. He secretly returned to the Hispaniola, which was now guarded by only a few pirates. Under the cover of darkness, Jim cut the ship's anchor rope, letting the Hispaniola drift away, making it harder for the pirates to escape. After many more adventures, Jim found himself face to face with Long John Silver and his remaining pirates at the treasure site. They had the map and were digging frantically. But when they finally uncovered the spot-marked X, the chest was empty. Silver and his men were furious. It was Ben Gunn who had found the treasure years ago and moved it to his cave. Dr. Livesey and the others were waiting there with the real gold. With the treasure safe and the pirates defeated, Jim, Dr. Livesey, Squire Trelawney, and Ben Gunn sailed home on the Hispaniola, rich and full of stories.